I've been a nanny for 20 years, and all my experiences have been great, and it's been fun and challenging, and got along well with all of the families and the parents, and adored the children. I've never had an experience like what happened with Jason and Olivia. I was hired here in California through an agency to work with Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis, just temping in LA in the beginning, which was still like a good 40 hours. I just wasn't required full-time, I guess. And then Olivia and Jason asked me to move with them to New York, and so I said yes, and so I was hired full-time and moved to New York with them.
Would you describe Olivia and Jason as hands-on parents? Were they very involved? Or?
I would say Jason was. Jason was more hands-on than Olivia. Yeah. Jason was always knew the kids' schedule, or would ask me, and yeah, he knew the kids' schedule. He'd ask me what was going on. He was always very good about being prompt when I needed to get off, and yeah, he was pretty considerate and nice. Yeah, Olivia wasn't too hands-on. She had a bit of a rough time, I'd say, with her son. I think because she wasn't present a lot of the time. She was on her phone a ton around the kids, and so I don't think that. Yeah, I think they could feel it.
And then, I mean, obviously, towards the end of your time working with Jason and Olivia was coincided with the time that Olivia was growing closer to Harry Styles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've already said that she was on a phone that wasn't massively involved, but did you notice that increasing around the time when she was shooting the film with him?
When Olivia started filming in Palm Springs, she wasn't coming home very much. She'd come home maybe once a week, and many times she would cancel, say she was coming home, and then she wouldn't come home. Then say she'd have to work. Yeah, that was at the beginning, and then as time went on, she moved out. So,
I mean, did you and Jason as well? Did you have any idea of what she was getting up to?
We didn't have any idea because Shia was filming before Harry, and so when she was getting ready to film, and then she switched up Shia to Harry. It started more. The first time that I noticed anything was when I took her daughter out to be in the movie, and I don't know if she's in it. I haven't seen it, but and Olivia was acting giddy, and she was putting her hands in her face in her hands and saying that she couldn't believe he's so young, and I didn't have a clue who she was talking about because I didn't know. And I didn't know who Harry Styles was because I'm not into all that stuff. So anyways, yeah, so, and I kind of thought, oh, wow, you know, I'd never seen her like that. And she acting giddy and laughing and putting her face in her hands and saying, he's so young, oh my gosh. Then she's telling her assistant that as well. And then they started talking because the assistant knew what was going on.
Roughly when that was, date-wise?
That must have been in, I'd say, November of 2020. October, everything started, I think she started up again filming September, October.
So you'd actually been with them locked down throughout the pandemic as well?
Yes, yeah. Jason said that he couldn't believe how I was keeping the kids so busy and having fun during the pandemic that he said I should make my own TV show. How to keep kids busy during the pandemic. A pandemic. It's funny because it doesn't happen often. So, yeah, I was with him in the house during the whole pandemic. I mean, we were very in close quarters always, especially because we couldn't leave a lot of the time.
Yeah, because I was going to say that must have been fairly intense.
It was. Yeah, it was. It was very intense, and having to juggle all of, life, and they, for sure, they weren't, they were getting stressed out because they're both in the house too. They weren't working out of the house at that time, so they didn't have offices to go to. So that was pretty intense, and they were glad to get working again, and even though Jason did a lot of work from home, so.
Did you notice any difficulties in their relationship around them, or it just been?
None. I never noticed any difficulties for 3 years that I worked with them. Nothing. Nothing at all. Never. And I was blown away when I found out they were splitting. I had no idea. Nothing.
So, so when they did split, do you know when Jason realised that she was a bit more than friends with Harry Styles?
Jason found out only through the messages he read on her Apple Watch. But he didn't at all know. The Apple Watch, though, happened before, when Olivia wanted to move out. So Olivia moved out before he found the Apple Watch. And so he didn't know exactly what was going on. He just thought that she was leaving, I guess. And Olivia left the house. She said that somebody had gotten COVID which they did, got COVID on set. Somebody had COVID, so she had to stay away from us at the house. And so she moved down the street to stay away from us, and then she never came back after that. She totally moved out.
So that was just basically a temporary break as far as you guys?
It was like a temporary break, and then this is how she started leaving us. Yeah.
And as far as Jason knew, the same thing. It's just a temporary break while she deals with COVID.
That's what That's what that was until. So on a Monday morning when I came back from a weekend from being off, the kids were telling me how their dad was sick. He was crying a lot all weekend, crying and crying. I didn't know what happened at all, and in the morning on Monday, after I got the kids ready, Jason came upstairs, and I was having some coffee, and he came up crying. He was a mess, telling me, "She left us, Erica. She left us," and he was just out of control, crying uncontrollably, and I didn't even. Yeah, I said I didn't know what to say, and he was just crying and crying and saying he was going to get her back, and that he loved her, and he was just so brokenhearted. I felt so bad for him. Yeah.
This is roughly when?
No. That's fine. This had to be at the beginning of November.
So in other words, that affair with Harry Styles is really.
It was fast.
Yeah, very fast.
Because Olivia told Jason a couple weeks after Harry started that Harry and Flo were.
The actors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I say it? Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry. Olivia told Jason that Flo was Harry, and she had a boyfriend, and that Flo had a boyfriend, but she was Harry. And 2 weeks after that, Olivia started seeing Harry. That's when she went with Harry. Yeah, because all of this happened very quickly.
Interesting. You obviously got around on the set quite a bit.
Yeah. So look, it seems like.
No wonder they had a falling out.
No, that's exactly what I think. A lot of people don't know, but yeah.
That makes so much sense now you said that. It completely explains it all. Right. So, she moves out, then he looks at the Apple Watch.
Yes.
And what did he find on the Apple Watch?
So,
well guys, it's pretty amazing that video is even on here, because I've got to be honest, right? The bombshell interview was released by Daily Mail, you know, the nanny of Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis, talking about all the drama with Olivia, with Jason, with Harry and with Florence, and it completely disappeared. I searched frantically for this. You know what's really weird? Not only has the video disappeared from the Daily Mail website, right? Not just the video, but the articles. I can't find the article. Every time I click on a link to the article, it just sends me to their main page. Literally, it's been completely removed from every Daily Mail outlet. So there must be some sort of injunction going on here. I can only assume it's that, because it's literally disappeared, guys. And that clip you've got there, that's only 10 minutes. There's another 6, but I don't know where to find that. So obviously, they are desperate to control this. But I think it's too late now. The truth is out there. The kind of rumours and the way this situation has been handled are pretty rubbish. I mean, it looks to me like Olivia Wilde was completely besotted by the idea of a much younger man being interested in her. She got fed up of home life with Jason Sudeikis and the kids and just rode off into the distance with Harry, who apparently was already involved with Florence. I mean, this is like bizarre love triangle stuff. This is the kind of stuff that would make a really good movie. And perhaps this will be Olivia Wilde's next movie, the story of how she seemingly destroyed her own family life. Yeah. I'm not going to make many comments about it because you've probably watched enough now. You don't need to know any more. Very strange. I find the conspiracy of it taking everything down just weird. People are looking for the video, they can't find it. I mean, how much did Daily Mail pay the nanny for this? How much are they losing by having to take it down? I don't know. But I don't care. It's the Daily Mail. They kind of deserve everything they get because, yeah, they have views on certain things that I don't agree with. But that's another video for another time. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.